Hello and welcome back, my Royal Rogues. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue. And tonight we have the embarrassing fact that Harry has given up all dignity and has decided to begin buying the recognition he cannot get. Because, well, he really hasn't done much with his life. The Scanbarby Ken posted this yesterday. Prince Harry is to be inducted into the Living Legends of Aviation Hall of Fame, joining other aviators who have made significant contributions in the aerospace industry, including Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong. A ceremony will take place in Beverly Hills, California on January 19. And you might be asking, how is this possible? And I know it's not the best manners to answer a question with another question, but this has something to do with it. Did you know that Willem Dafoe was awarded his Hollywood Walk of Fame star just a few days ago? And the question that everyone was asking was the obvious one. What took it so long? He should have gotten one decades ago. I love his movies. Even more baffling is, why doesn't Gary Oldman have a star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame? How is that possible? Well, one thing that most people are not aware of is that to be there, you have to A, postulate yourself, B, get votes from the public, C, get approved by the organizers, but perhaps the most important ingredient is D, $75,000 that you have to pay for the actual thing. So maybe it's not a literal vanity award, but yes, in some sense, it's a vanity award. You literally have to pay for it. Why do I mention all this? Because just a few hours ago, the Wikipedia page of the Living Legends of Aviation, or the award that Harry has been inducted to, say that it is a paid for award or vanity award before mysteriously being corrected after all the backlash that has happened. Because let's face it, how can Ginger Brad be inducted to anything regarding aviation? There are only two ways that Harry would qualify in any way to those awards. And the first one will be as a private jet tester. With all those miles that he has accumulated over the years for the most outrageous reasons, my guess is that he had to fulfill certain quota to make it to the aviation big leagues. The other option is that Harry has spent more hours high than anyone else. And I'm not talking about the Freedom Flight. Maybe he deserves an award for that. Well, we will have to wait until he comes down. And reactions did not wait. Prince Harry is not a living legend of aviation. Ex-Royal Navy Chief slams pathetic publicity stunt after Duke beats British astronaut Tim Peake to win aviation award. A top colonel says Royal wasn't even at the controls of Afghanistan helicopter. Wow, this is embarrassing. The Duke bagged the award despite only ever being number two in his helicopter, acting as a gunner in Afghanistan, with his gong success today branded a pathetic publicity stunt by Lord Alan West, the former head of the Royal Navy. Reacting to Harry's accolade, the Cold War naval commander told Mail Online he is not a living legend of aviation. To suggest he is pathetic. It makes the whole thing seem a bit of a nonsense if they're willing to pick someone like Prince Harry. But now that Tim Peake was mentioned, I have to say that he actually received honors from the late Queen Elizabeth at Windsor Castle. Major Peake, who has been recognized for services to space research and scientific education, became the first British person to walk in space on January 15, 2016. The astronaut set another record when he became the first person to be named in the Queen's birthday honors while in space. Well, that's an actual legend. And Megan Small is trying to predict the future, and I have to say she sounds spot on. I am calling it now. Who wants to bet Meghan Markle will attend the aviation awards with Harry dressed like Diana? Well, Megan Small, please make sure to be more clear with your writing because I have just imagined Harry dressed as Diana, and no, out of respect, that's a meme that I'm not going to make. But anyway, I mean, John Travolta is hosting the event and he has danced with Diana in the past. Is it so far fetched to assume Megan will cosplay Diana for PR? No, I think you are spot on. A fun fact is that the Living Legends of Aviation award includes Tom Cruise, Harrison Ford, and Kurt Russell. Yes, they all have experience flying. And just to be clear, I love all of their work on the silver screen. But I have been a fan of aviation, like with a capital A, since I was a kid. And if you read the book, The Right Stuff, you will know that one thing is being a celebrity pilot, and another level is being a Chuck Yeager or a Buzz Aldrin. So, in my opinion, if anyone deserves to be inducted to the perpetual glory in the annals of flight, it must be Ted Stryker. That guy is a legend. Harry doesn't even know how to get a decent high score at an arcade flying simulator. And thanks to the British Prince on X, we got this. Prince William is the only royal who is qualified and has flown the C-17 Globemaster plane that flew Queen Elizabeth's coffin to London. He flew the iconic plane in 2008 when he brought home the body of 22-year-old Trooper Robert Pearson of the Queen's Royal Lancers from Kandahar. There are no shortage of meme regarding this award fiasco. Lean Mean Machine. Look, mommy, I'm pilot. Goodbye, Edge. You're getting an award. And according to Taz, more breaking news. Prince Harry is soon to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We will see his name alongside greats such as the Rolling Stones, Guns N' Roses, and the Beatles for his outstanding achievements and contributions to music. But the world is slowly healing, and more people are waking up to the fact that Harry and Meghan are just a pair of grifters who all they can do is fake their way to the, well, not to the top because they are going down and fast. Kevin O'Sullivan is confused about why Prince Harry is going to be named a legend of aviation. This is absolute nonsense. But besides all the jokes and the uproar, there could be something more simple behind this. Sabira has some insights. Now I can see why they don't want to just give these awards to just your average aviation hero. You must be wealthy to even think about showing up. The ticket prices for one person is $1,600. I didn't include the gold table, but that is $24,000. If you want to go to the after party, that's an extra $600. Well, my Royal Rogues, I would love to know what do you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue, and until we meet on another video or another live, remember the two most important words: much love and bliss.